You know how we're all looking for that one thing, that magic bullet for our health? Well, for a long time now, it seemed like we found it in superfoods. I mean, they're everywhere, promising this amazing, healthy life. But what if that promise has a hidden cost? That's what we're going to get into today. And the promise is huge, right? These foods are sold to us as these nutritional powerhouses. They're packed with everything we supposedly need to fight off sickness, boost our energy, just feel better. And honestly, who doesn't want that? But here's the thing. This is where the story gets a little complicated. As our obsession with these so-called miracle foods grows, so does their footprint. So today, we're going to peel back the marketing label and look at the real price of the superfood industry. So first things first, what's the big deal with these foods anyway? Let's break down what actually makes a food earn that coveted super title. Okay, so the general idea is this. A superfood is like the valedictorian of the food world. It's just loaded with the good stuff. We're talking vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, all while being low in things like empty calories. It's basically the ultimate nutritional overachiever. And this is where it gets really appealing. You've got antioxidants fighting cell damage, a whole bunch of vitamins and minerals keeping your body running, fiber for your gut, and even healthy fats like omega-3s for your brain. It's no wonder these things are so popular. So you'd think with all that good stuff, superfood would be an official scientific term, right? Like something you'd find in a biology textbook. Well, the truth is, it's a little more commercial than that. Right. So if scientists and nutritionists didn't come up with the word superfood, then who did? The answer, you might be surprised to hear, has a lot more to do with advertising than it does with actual science. Get this, the term superfood was pretty much born to sell bananas. Seriously. Back in the early 1900s, a company used it in an ad campaign. Then you fast forward to the 90s and the term starts popping up everywhere. And by 2015, it just exploded. Product launches with superfood on the label jumped by 36% in just 1 year. That's not science, folks. That's some seriously effective marketing. And all that marketing hype? Oh, it paid off big time. We are talking about a literal billion-dollar industry built on our desire to eat healthier. Slapping that little superfood label on a package is like putting a gold star on it, and it sends sales through the roof. But the story doesn't stop at the checkout counter. This global obsession, this craving for superfoods, has a much darker side. One that has a very real and often very damaging impact on our planet and on the people who actually grow the food. Just take a look at this map. All those colored areas? That's where our favorite superfoods come from. And if you're like me, living in North America or Europe, you can see just how far that food has to travel to get to your kitchen. That enormous distance creates this huge disconnect. We have no idea what's happening at the source. And when I say the demand has exploded, that might be an understatement. I mean, just look at these graphs. The production of things like avocados, cocoa, quinoa, it's gone absolutely vertical. We've developed this massive worldwide craving that's putting an incredible strain on the places that grow these foods. And here is the price we're paying. That avocado toast you had for breakfast, it takes a massive amount of water to produce. That chocolate you love, it could be linked to wiping out forests. Every single one of these popular superfoods has an environmental story, and sadly, it's often not a very good one. And to really let that sink in, just think about this number. 180 liters of water in a single day. For one tree. That's more water than many of the local people in that region have access to for all of their daily needs. It's a pretty stark reminder of the hidden costs behind the food we eat. And it's not just about the planet. The superfood boom is having a devastating impact on people. Can you imagine the foods your ancestors have eaten for centuries suddenly becoming too expensive for you to buy? That's what's happened with quinoa in parts of Peru and Bolivia. And in Mexico, the green gold of avocados has become a curse, fueling violence and corruption. I know, it's a lot to take in. It can feel pretty overwhelming. But here's the good news. There is a better way. We don't have to give up on eating healthy. We just need to get a little smarter about how we do it. So what's the solution? Well, nutrition experts at Harvard have this simple but honestly brilliant idea. They say instead of chasing individual superfoods, let's focus on building a super plate. It's a total game changer in how we think about eating. This is such a huge shift. The superfood approach is all about marketing hype, quick fixes, and focusing on one miracle ingredient. The super plate approach, on the other hand, is about building a healthy, sustainable diet overall. It's about variety, balance, and just looking at the big picture, not the latest food trend. And you know what the best part is? It's so easy to do this. There are no weird ingredients or complicated rules. Just fill half your plate with colorful fruits and veggies, a quarter of it with whole greens, and the last quarter with a healthy protein. That's it. It's that simple. You can totally do this. So the next time you're in the grocery store and you see that word superfood on a label, I want you to pause for a second. Think about the long journey that food took to get to you. And just ask yourself, what is the real cost of this food? Because a truly healthy choice is one that's good for you, yes, but also good for the planet and good for the people who grow our food. Thanks for joining me.